In the Sentence Concatenator project, you're asked to create a Python program that allows the user to enter several different parts of speech and concatenate a sentence from those various words. I provided a screenshot, and so we asked the user to enter an article, an adjective, a noun, verb, adverb, preposition, another article, an adjective, and then another noun, and then concatenate those together with a period to create a sentence. The sentence does not have to make logical sense. It simply is a practice of working with different strings and adding them together in the process of concatenation. In case you have problems with this, let me show you my code from this project. So here's my Python file. I start with just some print statements that explains what the program does, as is customary for our projects. Remember to think in terms of input, process, and output. Now in this particular project, we're going to get several items of input from the user. And we want various words, and so we're just going to use the input statement, tell the user what we're looking for, maybe give them an example, and then we're going to assign what they enter into a variable. And I named my variable for the first one here is article 1. So we're going to ask them to enter an article and ask them also to cap the first letter. Then we have an adjective doing the same thing, a noun, a verb, an adverb, a preposition, another article, which I named article 2 for this variable, another adjective, I named adj2 or adjective 2, and another noun, which is noun 2. So we have noun 1 and noun 2. Once the user has entered those, our process then is to create a string. I'm going to call it sentence equals, and we're going to do some concatenation with the plus sign. So we're adding strings together of our different values in these variables. Article 1 plus, now we need to put a space in here. So I have a literal string of quote, space, quote, plus my first adjective, plus another space, plus my noun, plus another space as a literal string, plus the verb, plus another space, plus my adverb, plus, and I have a backslash here which allows me to continue the code on the next line. So we have another space, adding the prep, another space, adding the second article, adding another space, adding the second adjective, followed by a space and a noun, and I want to conclude my sentence with a period. So that's in a literal string as well. That's going to give us a string variable named sentence. All I need to do now is print that out for our output. So I'm going to print a literal string with a new line character, so I get a blank line away from the input. Here's your sentence, colon, and then I'm going to print the sentence and conclude with another blank line. That \n gives us a carriage return. Let's watch this run. So my first article, I'm going to put in my adjective, purple, elephant, stood, quickly for my adverb, atop, the psychedelic stapler. And there's my sentence. My purple elephant stood quickly atop the psychedelic stapler. Like I said, they don't have to make sense. We're just using parts of speech to put together kind of a crazy sentence using concatenation. If you just jumped into this video and haven't seen the prior videos to this, I invite you to check out my Python playlist of videos. And if you'd like to be alerted to future videos that I create, you can click my picture up in the top right and subscribe to the channel.